So welcome to my stateroom, everyone. This is the MSC Magnifica, staying in an interior cabin 10034. I'm excited to share with you the full tour of this room. It won't take long. It is an interior cabin. And I'll close out with some overall thoughts for this room that you might want to hear just to make sure this room is going to match with your preferences when you're booking. But this is the MSC Magnifica interior stateroom 10034. All right, so we're outside of stateroom 10034 here on the MSC Magnifica. You will see that the forward stairwell is right down there by this second exit sign. So this is at the very forward section of deck 10, and you'll see that the bridge is actually way down here. So you may see some officers and the captain walking by, heading over to the bridge. Stepping into the room, you will see that this is an interior stateroom here on the MSC Magnifica. It is one that accommodates 4 people. So when I book my rooms on the MSC Magnifica, I'm going through their Bella experience, which is kind of like getting basic economy on a flight. I did not know that this room comes for 4 people. If I would have known that, I would not have booked this room. So you can see it's got these trussel beds up at the top. This room will sleep 4 people. If you got 4 people, you want to save some money, this is going to be a great spot for you. But these beds, I am not a fan of because it gives you very limited space to be able to walk through, and I've rubbed my back up against it just to squeeze through sometimes. But if you want 4 people in here, it's great. The bed has slept well. This room does get a little bit cool. I like the 2 lights on each side of the bed. The pillows, however, not much to write home about. They are thin as thin can be. Let me see if I can even show you. I need a little bit more than that. I don't know if, they offer, I made a pillow talk video that I'll see if I can link here. That was just more a funny video. But now I'm kind of wishing that I had some pillow options because these are not my favorite. But it does sleep well, and you'll notice this is actually kind of the same design from Royal Caribbean bedding. If you all know that, I think it might even be the same company. Now that I look at it closer, I'm going to have to look at some tags for it. You're going to have some drawers over on the left and the right-hand side, part of your nightstand. There is no power on this side of the wall, so that is something that you need to know as well. If you want to get power over there, I have to sleep with my phone directly beside me so I can see what time it is and see if it's charging or not. And so I have my 10-foot cable over here that I have at the vanity station. So this 10-foot cable, it's in the Amazon store down below. Oops, that popped out. I did this last time too. So that cable will run all the way to that nightstand, and it does not create a trip hazard because it stays on the floor. So if you want to have your phone beside of you, know that it's charging, get the 10-foot cable. This thing has saved my life so many times. Don't know if you saw it down on the floor. That's where I have my macaroons and chocolate from the Voyager program, the loyalty program here on MSC. I've matched into it. I'll link a video to how you can do that as well. I actually like their Voyager program. They give me a free specialty restaurant every time I come on, along with macaroons, which is fantastic. You've got where I hid all my stuff. So some drawers here. You've got a hair dryer. So this is one thing that's a little bit different. This one is attached and it stays in the drawer. You cannot pull it out. I do like that I no longer have the one that it came with, which is a white one that fits in the little holster there. I've got this black one over there that does a much better job than the white one. Down below is the bane of my existence. This is the stool. This is my office chair when I'm on this ship. When I'm making YouTube videos, I am sitting on a stool. Funny story, I actually have to put 2 pillows on there to prop myself up to get me a little bit higher so that I can record videos for you. Coming over back to the door, I always just like to show you how forward we are. We are all the way here. So I said that that was the bridge. That will not be the bridge at the end of this. The bridge is going to be further up, I believe. But it is a restricted area for the crew. But we are at the very forward section of this ship. You're going to have your closet up here. And one thing you're going to see is that I kind of rearranged a little bit, meaning they gave me these robes, these slippers. I put them up here by my life jackets. So you have plenty of hanging space. You're also going to have your suitcases down below, or you can put those under the bed. They will fit there as well. And again, continuing on with me rearranging, this is actually my, what is it called? The ice bucket. I had some water glasses on there. It was on the vanity table, and I needed more room over there, so I moved it up here. They're also going to give you orange towels. They don't check them out. You can have as many as you want, so I just stored mine there. You're going to have some drawers over here. These are very shallow drawers, but they will get the job done for you. And there's a ton of them, so if you're traveling with somebody, it's easy to section that off and know whose cabinet is what. Coming back over here, you're gonna have your bathroom. So it is a good sized bathroom. I do like the bathrooms on MSC. Plenty of counter space. That is one thing that I judge a cruise line very hard for, is I need to be able to spread out. I like having space on my counter. And then you can have your shower over here. It is a curtain shower, which I don't mind. I think some people it's a little bit annoying, but there's enough room that it doesn't create a problem. If you need extra space, you can just leave the curtain wide open and get the floor as wet as you want to. You see that there is a drain over there underneath the commode. So there's no issues if you need some extra space in here either. I will call out that they only have shampoo and shower gel in here. So I am not using those products. One thing I do differently on MSC is I ensure that I've brought my own products because I don't like theirs. I also should mention over here, you've got my free champagne bottle that came with the Voyages program to welcome me onto this weekend sailing. You've got a very small TV, and then you've got a mini bar down below. My mini bar is locked on this cruise. I don't exactly know why it has been unlocked on others, but if you need it to be locked, or even if you want it to be cleaned out, let your stateroom attendant know, and they'll be glad to help. As it is also an interior room, storage for shoes is at a premium. I've been putting mine right here underneath the third mirror in here. This is a room of mirrors, but I think that right there is a great option. Now let's chat through some of the reasons that you might not want to book this room. So here on MSC Magnifica, the interior room 10034, I have heard a lot of noises in the night. I don't even know where they're coming from. Like, it's all staterooms around me, but there's things dropping, there's things clanking. I don't know what's going on in the middle of the night. It's also a weekend cruise, so like my neighbors last night came home at 2:45 in the morning and stayed awake until 5. I know this because they were extremely loud. I don't think that there's a cruise line out there where that would not have been the case, but I heard most of what they were doing, and I can hear some other things as well. So I don't know if it's this room. I think my other room on the interior cabin that I had on the Magnifica did the same exact thing. So it might just be the way the ship is built to have some of those noises in the middle of the night. But it was something that bothered me. The pillows, we talked about those. They are worth basically nothing to me. I am not a fan of their pillows. I will actually, after this, ask my stateroom attendant if I can get a different one because they are just so terribly flat. I was using 3 of them at one time. But pillows for me are not a deal breaker. If I'm looking at this from, did the room function? Did it do what I needed it to do? Absolutely. It's still a good room. Oh, I forgot. You see those little lights up there in the top? I forgot to mention. Those have a little knob on them or switch. I couldn't get them to come on, so they've got a little switch beside them. So you've got to reach up all the way to the ceiling, press or switch this little switch up there, and then it'll come on and go off. So if you're wondering why those lights aren't coming on with your master switch over here, just make sure you're going over there and switching it on, and you'll be good to go. All right, everybody, this is Brandon, the Weekend Cruiser on the MSC Magnifica, staying in interior stateroom 10034 here on the deck 10 forward. Hope to see you on a weekend cruise soon.